that shape on the screen today. Hey! Grab your friends, 'cause it's time to play. Hey! Spiky hair or a giant cape, tiny tail or a monster shape, squinty eyes in a mask so bright, hit the buzzer if you know it's right. Guess that shadow, call it out loud. Is it hero, sidekick, villain from the crowd? Guess that shadow, point at the glow. If you think you've got it, shout it, let us know. Bendy ears on a mystery head, stretchy arms reaching off the edge, big round shoes on a jumping blur. Could be him, could be him, could be her. Guess that shadow.
Hello, everybody. How are we all tonight? It's been a couple weeks. Hey, I'm on my way. Mike is holding me hostage, even though I told him I have to go. Like 2 minutes. Yeah, no problem. Alpha's not here yet. I have to update the scores. So you're all right. Not even sure whether you can hear me, but
Where is the metal?
on his way. Hello, Alpha. He says, I'm on my way.
Hello.
Mike is holding me hostage, even though I told him I have to go. Give me like 2 minutes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that Mike has a show too. I forgot what it was called.
The mic stand.
Long box, Mike's long box. Oh, mic stand.
Unless
Ah,
it's
that's a play on words.
Unless it's a different mic that we're talking about.
Yeah, probably.
Because we're talking, I'm talking about Mike Walters. Maybe I have a show where it's not like this news and stuff like that.
Possibly. Who knows? I don't know.
I don't know. How could I know? I'm just.
I don't-
I'm just along for the ride.
I had to say goodbye to my brother. He had to go to work. Plus, I had to get a drink.
I have to get a drink. Why do you need booze?
Because I'm going to do a lot of speaking.
You're gonna do a lot of spitting.
No, speaking. I'm going to speak a lot.
Okay.
I speak.
You speak? Are you a dog?
Yes.
Speak, Rover, speak.
No. Oh, come on.
Okay, anyway.
Enters the metal.
I arrived. I tried to leave as soon as I could.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, wrong one.
So
there
was
we
it
go.
Mike Walters or a different Mike?
Yeah, it was mic stand. I didn't even want to be on today, but he kept pressuring me because it was stuff about Vic. So it's like, okay, but I got to go at a certain time, Mike.
Oh, they talked about Vic. Mañana?
Yeah.
Aha. Yeah, man of the hour. They just won't leave him alone.
And he specifically wanted my opinion on it. So it's like, my opinion isn't much because not much has been changing. Like it's new developments, but for the same stuff that's always been happening.
Mm-hmm.
26, 5, 7.
He just needs to open a studio.
Oh yeah. Oh, they was going to, right? They technically
Yeah.
have one, but they only did like a short or two, and it was the it's AM something because it's Anime Matsuri, but I can't remember the name of the whole studio.
Yeah, I figured they'd get more licenses by now, but I haven't heard anything since the announcement, really.
You should try
It's
to get
tough.
in there. Get in,
I did. I have.
They actually need stuff for him to voice first, you know? That's the problem.
sure.
I should get Dr. Slump.
Oh, do like a redub? I would love that if like their whole starting business model was like relocalizing things that maybe haven't had a lot of attention on them to begin with, and also maybe didn't have a good localization, which is tough though because anything that's held under another contract, a lot of times they just don't want to have a multi-contract thing with. But Toei's been known to have multiple like dubs at the same time, Boom, or was it Bang Zoom? Bang Zoom was doing a dub of Super at the same time as Funimation.
That was for different territories.
It was, yeah. That usually it's the territory that's the issue.
So there is a dub for Dr. Slump. There's actually two versions of Dr. Slump. There's the original from the 80s and the 97 one that ran after GT went off.
I know. I think Ocean did like direct-to-video dubs of it. So I mean, the fact that I think it was Ocean, because Ocean was the one that was handling that stuff at the time. That licensing might just be up in the air anyway. Like Ocean's still around, but they're not really doing stuff other than games.
Well, they were voicing My Little Pony for a while.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, forgot about that.
It's basically just the Vancouver. I think it's Vancouver actors. They're in
It's a Vancouver
all the
studio.
stuff up there.
Well, it used to be a Toronto studio, and then there was Blue Wave was their Vancouver side, but I think they closed the Toronto studio down and just moved everything to Vancouver.
Oh, they're the ones who dubbed G Gundam.
Yeah, and they did the
Blue
original
Water.
Dragon Ball Z dub as well. Before
And
Funimation.
I'm talking about Blue Water. The
Oh yeah, Blue Water. That was,
second.
Yeah, yeah, but that was
And
like
GT.
a subsidiary
dubbed-
of Ocean.
The only actor I know from that was the Domon Kashu, because he was out of everyone in that show, he was amazing, and he got to voice
Yeah.
Mega Man X in the Rise of Sigma.
My
OVA.
favorite Ocean voice actor was always Richard Ian Cox.
Ooh, I like how he was in the Rumiko animes,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like it was Inuyasha is probably his most known voice.
and he
But
was
he also
Ranma.
did Ranma in the when they came back. He was the second person who did male Ranma.
And what's that other part? Kai from Mobile Suit Gundam.
Yeah, well, he was actually in multiple. He was also what's his name? Hallelujah Hopfeld. I can't remember his last name. In Gundam 00.
Oh, I still haven't seen that.
Oh, dude, I love 00. 00 was great.
I know I can name
And it's
one
fun
more.
just hearing him say his name, you know, going like Hallelujah.
He was in Zoids. One of the. He was Jaeger. He was some blonde-haired kid. He was the main character.
Yeah, he's a really good voice actor. I love all like the Ocean voice actors. I think I always liked them more than the Funimation was. Not to like knock down any of the actual talent at Funimation. They had plenty, but you just kind of I grew accustomed to the Ocean dubbers.
Well, it's not just that. They had seniority as like voice actors. I
Yeah.
remember hearing them when I was a baby in the 80s on Nicktoons on the
Yeah, yeah.
the Adventures of the Little Koala, I think, or was it the Kangaroo? I forgot what the name of the show was. Maya
Yeah,
the
they
Bee,
also did
stuff
a lot
like
of
that.
voice acting in general for like Deke cartoons because that was up in Toronto, and quite a few of them were on like the Nintendo stuff, like the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, and also like Captain N and everything. Like I think
Oh, yeah.
was it Mega Man?
Captain
in
O's-
Captain N was the
Yeah.
narrator for the Ocean dub of Dragon Ball Z, like the guy who went like next time on Dragon Ball Z.
That was actually a radio DJ
Yeah.
I forgot what his name was. He died. Oh
Yeah,
man,
it was like
I saw,
Doc something. I can't remember his full
yeah,
name.
it was Doc. And Ian was, oh, Beast Wars.
Mhm.
They were in everything, every show I liked. That's how I started recognizing them. I was like, who are these people I keep hearing?
Also, Rick, you're like really quiet. Is your mic where it's supposed to be?
Oh no. Yeah, I'm not talking really much either, but
Yeah, but I
wasn't
hear
wrong.
like faint noises coming over there. I'm like, if Rick does try to say something, I don't even know if I'm gonna understand him.
Ooh. Oh, there's 5 minutes left until the show starts. Maybe we should go over the rules and stuff now. But I do love talking about those voice actors because I'm just, they're the people who got me to want to voice act.
No, same.
They're so cool. Ian
Oh.
Corlett and all those other people. Saffron Henderson, who married a baseball player. I forgot what the baseball player's name was. Then she retired, stopped playing Gohan.
Okay, so Posh is almost take 2 points. If Posh shows up tonight, he's 2 points away from tying up with Chris Timolevich
Oh,
to get fifth place. So
Enough to buy anything? I mean, win anything?
yeah, he's got a little bit of points that he could spend to use on whatever. Although most of the stuff I
Hmm.
think he's already gotten. I know him in real life, so Posh. Okay, so
That's
that
favoritism.
he bought most of it, but that's beside the point.
I don't know. I might show more favoritism to people who are actually spending money on my stuff than people I had to keep giving it for free.
That's true. That's a good point.
We got hi guys from somebody.
Outcast.
Hello.
Hey Outcast. But of course, Outcast is still in first in the main thing. Actually, he's in first no matter what. Although, for total points of the season, he's only leading by 10 points at this point. But he has over, almost 700 points, over 150 points over Fitzchozo on the regular stuff. So, so what am I doing?
And then I had to go and open up our DMs because I like completely forgot almost any of the characters I sent you.
Well, I'm sure most of the things will.
I mean, I'd probably remember it when I see the silhouette. But
Yeah. But there we go.
like, I didn't send you literally any character I didn't already know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm up for the challenge.
Yeah. So, of course, tonight's topic is anime manga characters from 2010 to 2019. So 10 years worth of things. And although we won't be doing it next week, thanks to me and Metal getting together, another topic that we're going to have for a different night is anime/manga vehicles.
Hmm.
And
Vehicles
I'm
that
gonna pick some funky ones.
And they all have names?
Honestly, yeah, most of them do.
Hmm.
If you go to like the manga, a lot of manga creators are really, really picky about like naming every single thing they design.
now
I don't blame them.
technically mechs would be vehicles, but I think for that we're going to try and exclude mechs.
Yeah, I think we'll just put that as a rule.
But
All right.
that's 4 or 5 weeks away, anyways. Next week, I'm not sure. I gotta look at my thing here. Well, it's 15, but I'm gonna look quickly. I'm thinking of actual cartoon vehicles, but I'm not sure whether I did that this season. Might have did it last season, so it would be a part two, and I think I could come up with that. Vehicles, live action cars we had. Uh,
What about living cars? Have you ever done living cars?
How
like
many are ac- how many are there to use?
I think it depends on what you define as living, but
yeah, that's what
quite
I
a
was.
bunch. Well, like, there's like literally any character from the movie Cars, like the franchise, but you really only want one of those. You also have like the Love Bug, Herbie. I count Herbie as alive. There's a lot of things that you could count as a living car if you actually think about it.
Hmm. They never explained why Herbie was alive, did they?
No, I
No,
don't know.
Huh, magic.
Speed
Neat.
Buggy. It's also a living car. There's a lot more than you think. You could put a Transformer in there. You have one from the series. Transformers are technically living cars.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it depends on whether it's a car or
Well, it has to
like
be one of the ones that is a car.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I had
If you ask
video
Michael Bay,
game
they're just aliens.
comic. Thought I had comic vehicles or whatever. I just have live action cars here. I'd have to relook, but I'm thinking of going with that. It might be a part two, it might not. So anyways, it is 11:17, 11:17, right? 9:17. So it means it's that time again. It's time to start the silhouette game. And well, Metal knows what these are, obviously, since he helped me get them.
Mm-hmm.
And
No clue.
just like me, just like Metal said about him forgetting, I forget most of them too right away. And I probably, maybe from the silhouette, I might recognize the first few myself, but after that, who knows? But are you ready, Alpha?
Yes,
Oh,
indeed. Yes, I am ready.
are you ready, Outcast?
Is anyone
Well,
else here?
no, only Outcast at
Nope.
this moment, unless they're lurking in the shadows.
Oh, only I
Unless,
do.
only if they're lurking in the silhouettes. Okay,
You said the thing.
yeah, here we go. Round one.
Oh boy. Uh.
This one, we had to make a split decision on.
What's the topic again?
Anime and manga characters that first appeared in between 2010 and 2019. Oh, Joshua is here and says One Punch Man. And
Hmm.
Outcast says Satama. That's how you pronounce it, right? Satama?
It is Saitama, yes. He's named after the Saitama Prefecture.
Hmm. Those are good guesses. Anyone else?
Yeah. Actually, the latter half should be said quicker, Saitama. But we're not speaking Japanese here. We're only saying names. Whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, we have no other answers because I don't think we have anybody else here at the moment.
I mean, you give him like 15 seconds.
Yeah.
We're at the beginning. We're not in a rush.
Yeah. And actually,
Yep. So,
what?
oh,
Uh, Although Metal helped me with most of these, one of these I actually did pick out myself. And it was not this one.
Hmm.
Though I actually did leave it up to Rick whether we were going to use this one or not.
Yeah, but it wasn't too hard to decide whether or
Yeah.
not to use it. Anyways, it's probably been enough time for anybody to come in. And yes, Joshua is punching the right way. Joshua says, I figured you'd pick him for number one.
Yeah, he is kind of like the obvious number one. You didn't let Alpha guess, but
Oh, yeah,
I don't
sorry.
think you would have got it wrong either. So the reason this one was the split decision, and we were talking about, technically the webcomic started in like 2008. But a lot of people don't really count him as debuting until the manga did, which was very squarely in like, I think it was like 2014, and then the anime was like 2 years after that.
Joshua.
You know what? It's interesting, the turnaround. I like seeing the progression from like introduction to popularity to anime, like how long that takes for a series.
Yeah.
Joshua, well, I said that. And Joshua only has 135 points, and he's come back to get some points, trying to keep his third place title.
And trying to stay on the podium.
Okay, so it is time to
Yeah, so what was the webcomic? Like, it basically the same story. And the webcomic's still going on. It was a webcomic because they just wouldn't take it. He kept trying to submit it over and over again, and nobody would take it. So
he
he just
can't
started
draw.
uploading it online under his own. But he just wanted to write it. They didn't like the premise. Because there's a lot of people that are like writer-artist combos. And he just like, screw it, I'm going to draw it myself poorly, put it up online. And then it started getting really popular online, and Jump came back to him. He's like, hey, we're ready to hook you up with an artist now.
yeah. Well, everybody
That's a
got
lot
that.
of hits that webcomic's getting then.
Yeah.
It'd be
well,
a shame to just leave it online.
Yeah, well, everybody got round one in one punch.
Mhm.
Will they get round two in one punch?
Oh, I think I know what this. I actually think I bought a volume or two of this, which, you know,
Oh, extremely popular series during this time.
but it's probably something else. You know, I don't want to out myself on getting one of those books.
I don't want to out myself of being that kind of guy.
Mm.
Listen,
know
I'm
what? I won't
already
even
outing
answer this one.
myself. I picked all these characters.
Oh, what? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna answer this one. I'll just let. Maybe it's another character. Maybe there's a character from some other manga or anime that you know that's shaped like this.
Sure, sure. How many characters do you suspect are shaped like this?
I don't know.
More than you
I only,
think, actually.
you know, yeah, more than you think.
But from
Okay.
this time period,
Yeah. Okay says Mia.
Interesting.
Mia and Yua.
Of course.
I don't know what Mia and Yua are doing, but well, I know we're
playing
hosting
the
a show.
Simulator.
Yeah, we're hosting
Yeah.
it. You gotta love Josh. Like, don't think he's being serious. I'm not sure. Well, he's probably meaning it as his answer, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure
Yeah.
whether he's meaning it as his answer or not. could easily be reading it as his answer because Joshua says,
Well, that's the thing
"Huh,
too.
cousin it popping a big turd."
Ew. That's that's
Because
disgusting.
the thing about this one too is like knowing the answer to this does almost out you a little. Doesn't even mean that you had to engage in it, but it does probably mean that you're terminally online. Massively popular series. I'm being as vague about this until it reveals as possible. But massively popular series. But you weren't gonna find it in a bookstore. You know about this character because you spend too much time on the internet.
Okay, so I'm gonna assume Joshua's not answering, or that his cousin it thing is his answer. So are you actually not gonna guess Alpha?
Um, I've never seen this character in my life. Who? I've never read this book, so I don't know. What is it? Yeah, just let us know what it is.
It is Mia. So Outcast is correct. Serpent
Mia the
Girl
La
is
Mia from Monster Musume, also known in English as. I think this is the one that's Everyday Life with Monster Girls. There's another one that's a very similar one, and their English titles confuse me. I know them more by their Japanese ones.
Hmm. The manga from Seven Seas that Seven Seas bought and translated. I would assume, if I just read it, the what they said on Amazon about it,
Yeah.
Not that I
no.
Oh
bought
yeah,
it or
like the
anything.
only way you're getting this is by ordering it. You're not or maybe in a half price books because somebody ended up not liking it, but you're never gonna find it like for sale retail over here.
Yeah, the
Let's see.
rating's a little high.
Outcast says me either till today. He didn't know about the
Oh
show
yeah, yeah,
till today.
yeah. Who would know about this?
Okay, let's slither out of round two.
It wasn't like
and
on every internet forum and 4chan and everything for years and years straight.
well, let's slither into round three. So is round three a
Wow,
little bit better for you, Alpha?
no, no. I really fell out of things at around 2005. So this is a challenge. I'm being introduced to a lot of new stuff.
And luckily, I put all the names of the characters in their main image, so I know I'll know like if the name
Smart
is
move.
We got a guess from Outcast.
yeah Shinra. Is that how you say that, Metal?
Shinra.
Shinra.
Hmm. Oh, from Final Fantasy.
Sure. I mean, that is the name of the corporation in 7. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only time I've ever heard that. It's probably based from most of their names and stuff are from other mythologies and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
well, Final Fantasy 7 specifically is basically just like a Japanese take on Norse Ragnarok myth.
oh, and you probably already have it, but Final Fantasy 15 Windows Edition is actually on sale on Steam right now for 60%
Oh,
off.
I picked that up years ago.
Yeah, I figured, but
The Windows Edition is actually the best version for 15. Since we're stalling until people make guesses, because it's the only one that still allows you to do stuff with the Comrades expansion, which was like a MMO light multiplayer thing that was built into it that takes place between like chapter 10 and the final chapters of the story during the years that he's like in his coma, and they took the service down for it. But Steam lets you connect to people peer to peer, so it's actually like the only way you can still use that part of the game.
yeah.
If you have friends who want to play it with you.
Joshua, if you're still here, are you guessing or not?
If you're still here, blink twice. Now, I don't think Final Fantasy 15 is that good of a game. It's not bad, as far as like open world games and stuff go. It's not that good of a Final Fantasy, but what it does make up for is riding chocobos. Sometimes I like to boot that game up just to ride the chocobos around in 3D space. They made the chocobo riding spectacular in that game. It has drifting mechanics built into it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, I would never imagine that. Animal riding to have drifting.
Okay, well, I'm going to assume Joshua is no longer here or no longer guessing. So, any guesses from you, Alpha? Do you think Outcast is right?
What did Outcasts say?
Shimra? Shinra?
Oh, Shinra. Yeah, sure. I trust Outcast.
Okay. So you've got hot on topic.
Yep. This
Oh, is that character from
Shinra
Fire Force?
Kusakabe from Fire Force, yep.
Oh, that's in the Soul Eater universe.
Yep. Maybe. Timeline,
Maybe?
yes.
Timeline?
Technically, it's a different world. It's the world before Soul Eater.
Okay.
Though I guess he's
Huh?
technically still alive in the world of Soul Eater. It's complicated. The world resets. It's very
At the end of
apocalyptic.
Soul Eater? Or?
No, Soul Eater's the furthest part in the timeline.
So it's
boy.
something like JoJo's Bizarre Adventures with the timeline read.
Kind of, sort of. It's kind of a Ragnarok. There was the world before. I'm trying to remember what the original world's name, but then which was basically our living world. Then there was a apocalyptic event that happened, and then there was the world of flames, which is the world they lived in. And then Shinra solved that problem, and the world was remade as the world of Soul, which is what the world Soul Eater takes place in.
Oh, wow,
Okay.
that's
It's
complicated.
complicated.
Okay.
Very interesting. So that's why the moon has a face and stuff?
Yep. Yep. He basically rebuilt everything as a fairy tale world to where death was no longer a dark thing that people feared and was more like a warm friend that was waiting for you, which is also why in the new world their god is death.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Well,
Reminds me of Asura's Wrath a little bit. The true ending.
Mhm.
Then again, I think that game, part of me thinks that game, like, the ending, like his daughter reimagines the universe as Street Fighter or something. Because Chun-Li's in the ending.
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe it's just an Easter egg throwing her in.
well, it seems Outcast is really on fire at the moment, and that he is the force to be reckoned with. Let's see whether that's the case in round 4.
If he can keep up that hot streak.
Yeah.
Hot streak. Okay, I think I have an idea of where this character's from, but I don't know the name. But it'd be easy for me to look it up.
Also, I would like to restate, like I did in the previous show chat, the order of this might be questionable. Maybe as questionable as if Rick were to do the order himself. Because I was not prepared before hopped on. I was in the middle of working. I almost forgot that I was going to be helping Rick that morning. And he caught me right before I went to bed. So I was in that, like, tired, ready to move to my bed state when we did this.
Outcast says Asuka. Asuka? Suko?
Hmm?
I'm probably butchering that name, eh?
Let's go.
Atsuko? And we'll give it a couple minutes, I guess, or minute or so. this I like doing this. I just wish it would become a little bit more popular. This game here, get more
Oh,
people.
the silhouette game?
Yeah,
Oh, you need to invade other people's streams and
Promote
invite
it.
them. Yeah.
who has the time to do that?
What? I mean, that's how I discovered you in general. You know, you were in Dillard's stream during his game, and you were playing that game, and then you started this game, and I followed over because I needed something to do on Thursdays.
You got to go onto Drawn and Quarter Ultimate Edition and whenever they're actually running it, and promote the
Oh,
silhouette game when you're in there.
Yeah, I
that's right
have.
now. They're playing.
Uh,
It's at the same time.
Well, they
Unfortunate-
started a little bit later than me. I think they actually start at 10.
Well, they're in daylight savings, but
So
not right
am
now.
I.
What?
I'm in daylight savings.
Well, Chester isn't.
Oh,
Yeah, 'cause
okay.
Japan doesn't do it.
He's in Japan.
Okay, so doesn't look like anybody else is here to guess. So this is what we conjured up for round 4. Yes, it is Atuka. I said it wrong, I know.
Atsuko.
Atsuko.
She goes by Akko anyway, so it doesn't matter. You know, you just call her Akko. From Little Witch Academia.
Yeah, which
Wasn't that crowdfunded?
I don't recall.
which of
Oh, was
course you know what's Fitzgerald was always going on about that, so it's a shame that he wasn't here to see her in
Yep, it was
this.
crowdfunded. It said, I looked it up and it says, but only part of the franchise was crowdfunded. The original short film 2013 was produced by Studio Trigger as part of the Anime Mirai project and was not crowdfunded. And it was,
Well-
where was it? Kickstarter. It was a Kickstarter campaign
That's
Well-
seeking
never knew that.
150,000 and ultimately raised $625,518 from 7,938 backers.
Wow. Well, although we're gonna sweep around 4 under the carpet or something like that. And
Something
let's
about
see.
witches and broomsticks.
Yeah, that's a stretch.
And see what round 5 will spell. Now, any idea what this one is, Alpha?
No, I see I see shapes. There's kind of a like it's wearing clothes, and I think it has hair and one hand at least. Nothing comes to mind though.
Yeah, I think I got the glow effect on this one.
It looks like a drop shadow. Actually, Clip Studio Paint, the newest version, finally added a drop shadow.
Finally?
Oh,
Yep.
wow. I gotta update then soon.
You know why? They were watching. They were watching the stream where I was telling Rick to create a drop shadow, and they're like, Clip Studio Paint doesn't have a drop shadow. They're like, we have to add it.
Yeah, actually, like I said, I should probably update that soon. Actually, I'm gonna need to update it to do color the latest page.
Probably. Let me see what version I have.
Yeah, because you
I have
probably
version
have.
5 still.
Yeah, I have.
5.04.
I have 4.0.10.
Oh, wow. I'm up to date.
Yeah, and I'm not. Now I gotta spend money.
Oh,
I'm
man.
running Photoshop CS6. That's what I'm on.
Yep.
Oh,
Which came out years ago, but has all the features.
I don't need anything else.
Outcast is probably searching for this one. He hasn't even made a guess as of yet.
You know, the thing is, like, this isn't even like indicative of my watching or reading habits, because I was telling Rick too that like there are so many things that I was tempted to put on here, but if I did, it's not even that nobody would guess it. It's just like it would just be a bunch of the same stuff, and I was trying to come up with like variety.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, there were so many girls that I could have just put on here because that's like through the 2010s, most of the stuff I was reading.
Yeah, if we actually had more people here, this might go faster, this game.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Either that or they say, I read comics, I don't watch anime and read manga.
Well, if you
But-
read
but-
manga, you
but-
read
but-
comics.
Yeah, manga is comics.
I don't know. You know how it is.
Yeah. Well, Rick's normal audience has a pretty diverse taste. We give credit, right? But there are a lot of people who are like, if it ain't Cape, I ain't reading it. I was like, do you enjoy anything? Which is funny because a couple of stuff in here would qualify as Cape comics. They're just Japanese Cape comics.
Yeah.
I think we started out with a Cape comic.
Yeah.
That's true. You got a point.
Okay. I think it's time for the dreaded.
Timer.
Yes. Hopefully it works easy. Nope. I gotta.
I would also argue that Fire Force is technically a Cape comic. Although I think only like one or two capes show up in it literally, but they're technically superheroes.
Okay, there
So
we
it's
go.
not really an occupational manga.
No. I mean, they're in an occupation, but they're people with powers who basically join the occupation because they're the only people who can do it. And they're doing it for like a higher calling too.
Okay, so there we go. That was the counter. We'll give a couple more seconds, for delay effect. And then, of course, we have to reveal. And you have no idea, Alpha?
Minmay?
Min-May is from a series a few decades earlier. And Outcast says, you got me on this one. Well, you people just don't like to sail the high seas. Because this is Neptune.
Yeah. So this one
what?
would probably confuse. Technically, it was a multimedia franchise at the same time. The manga and the video game both dropped like simultaneously, and this is the main character from the hit franchise Hyperdimension Neptunia. It was English.
She's got a
voice
D-pad in her hair.
Was one of my favorite voice actors, Melissa Fawn.
Ooh.
Okay, having nothing to do with the god of the seas, that was Neptune. And round 6 will have nothing to do with the god of the seas either.
Oh, that's good.
I'll be real. it took me a minute to realize that that was Neptune because I forgot where we put her in the list.
Ooh.
But after looking at it,
I
I'm like, oh yeah, 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 I remember that.
I of course have all the names here. Outcast comes in with Asta.
Yeah, I have a lot of the names here, but I think that was one of the ones where like I didn't need to type it down for you to find her.
Yeah. And you have them a little bit in order too, actually. Well,
A
no,
little
not
bit. There's a
quite.
couple of them that we put in like before I started getting things in order. So
Yeah.
like some of them aren't where they're supposed to be.
Okay, well, Outcast has put his answer in, saying Asta. I don't know what he's asking us.
Maybe he meant to spell pasta, and he just like the P didn't register, you know?
But I guess I'll Asta you. Do you believe this is Asta Alpha?
Uh, well, if you asked me nicely, sure, I guess.
I thought I was asking you nicely.
Oh, well, yeah, then. I think it's Asta.
Oh, CJ Posh is here and says Zelda. Well,
Ooh.
I'm sorry, CJ Posh. You asked the wrong answer. This is Asta from Black Clover.
Zelda isn't even like a good guess. You know, like maybe Link, but Link's never had a sword that big, but like Zelda's the princess.
Actually, that's a good point.
He was just probably putting in any guess at this point, and he probably didn't know that that YA over Outcast was because YouTube did its normal thing of, you know, translating when it doesn't want you don't want it to translate. The YA thing, if you scroll over it, it'll say what it's supposed to be. That's how I finally found out.
Oh, I have that off. I don't know. That doesn't even pop up for me.
Can you get that off? Oh, I might
Yeah, I think it's part of the same auto translation feature, like when they auto dub shorts and stuff. It's in the account settings, so you have to. It's like you don't want to do it right now, but I'll say it on here for anybody who wants to know. If you open up your profile picture at the top, right, and it says like Google account is like the first option after everything, you could turn it off in there.
Well, yeah, Fitzjoso here is here, and he says, "Sorry, I'm late." Well, I don't think it matters to us so much whether somebody's late. I think it matters to you because it's points
Yeah.
that you don't necessarily can get. But just to be nice, I will go over who we have had. This is round 6. We just did Asta, as you're seeing on the screen. First round was One Punch Man for Saitama. Hey Rick, number 5. I missed number 5.
Yeah, there's
I
no
didn't-
answer for number 5.
Oh. I would have figured that out eventually. When I get to round 15, I'm like, "Oh, what the heck?"
Yeah,
not
well,
used to
at
this.
least Outcast is honest. It's like I don't want points for something I didn't win.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, we were back trying to show everybody. Yeah. So One Punch Man was round 1. Then we had Mia in round 2. From what's the show? Metal?
Monster.
Monster Musame. I mean, I don't know. Never heard of it.
And then round 3 was
Fire Force.
Shinra,
Shinra Kusakabe.
from Fire Force. And then we had
Ako.
Akko from Little Witch Academia, which Fitzchozo probably would have known, but he wasn't here to get it.
Mhm.
And then we had Neptune from
Hyperdimension Neptunia.
But it's time to switch dimensions now and go into round 7.
Yeah, you know what's funny about Pasha's Zelda? I almost was gonna be cheeky and put in the Twilight version of like one of the Twilight Princess versions of one of the Zelda characters because the manga for Twilight Princess came out during that time. But I felt that was gonna be a little too cheeky because people be like, this video game character that came out during the aughts. Okay, that was that version of Link.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, that we could still do that one in a video for video game characters.
You ought to do that. Nothing?
No.
Okay.
No, I chuckled. My what's it called? Noise gate didn't let it through. It wasn't loud enough.
I was like, oh man.
Yeah, it wasn't a heavy laugh. It was just a light chuckle.
CJ Posh says, Boss Man. Outcast says, Keiko. And then
Takeo.
Takeo. And then Fitzchozo says, I don't recognize this character. I give up. And not Fitzchozo. CJ Posh reiterates, Boss Man. Well, I have to give a thumbs up to... Oh, one sec. Who do you think this is, Alpha?
Well, I think it reminds me of the guy who's like ugly that gets a girlfriend, but I never read that or watched it.
You
So
know, you're
let me
probably
look.
thinking of the right guy.
Yeah. I guess most likely Dame Ningen no Aishikata. How to Love a Loser.
Oh, no, you may not be thinking of the right guy.
Oh, maybe this. I don't know. I didn't put in enough detail of what I thought it was, I guess. So it's not a guy named Shinba. Maybe that's the wrong series.
No.
Oh man, I'm wrong. Oh
No.
man.
No, but a thumbs up, as I was saying, goes to Outcast. It is Tickle.
Oh yeah, that's the guy I
Takeo
thought it
Goda.
was.
Yeah.
I just didn't know the name of the series, so I looked
From,
up. What's the
My
series
Love
about the
Story.
ugly guy?
Which is in Japanese Monogatari.
I always imagined it with darker skin though.
And just to let Posh know, we are doing anime and manga from 2010 to 2019.
Bossman would be like a really good character though if you were like in a Cape comic. You wouldn't even know if he was supposed to be a good guy or a bad guy from the name alone.
Nah.
That's
He
true.
could
It
also be a
depends.
good Mega Man character.
Yeah. It's all
Yeah.
context.
Though honestly, I would put Mega Man in like the superhero cape category. You know, they're just all robots, but like it's designed to be. It was inspired by Astro Boy.
Yeah.
Mhm. Did you ever read the Dreamwave comic of Mega Man?
Yeah.
Where he had the secret identity as Rock?
Mhm.
That was weird.
It was. Mega Man's got a lot of very weird media, but it's really always experimental, which I think is kind of
Mhm.
cool. That's how we got Mega Man EXE, because the creator of it was trying to pitch it as media first, but they didn't want to do it, so then they made a spin-off game for it, and then he finally got his media.
Okay. I actually played the EXE one as well. Anyways, I don't know
I
how.
can figure it out.
I don't know how to segue from 7, so we're just going into round 8.
Hmm. Cool silhouette.
And a cool character, honestly. It's probably actually
Number
one of the
8.
cooler characters out of the ones in this list.
Oh, and CJ Posh, you weren't here earlier, but you're like about 3 points away from getting into the top 5 and knocking Chris out of 5th place.
Yeah, you only need like one or two really good guesses, you know?
Well, this is the midway point, so it's kind of like I don't
The
know.
harder part to get that.
Yeah.
Hey, but he can always
If you'd come
copy
in
it.
earlier.
Yeah, but he can always copy answers of people that he thinks are right, right?
True, like even if he just comes in third place for like all the rest of them, he's easily going to be up there.
Good point.
And we have Outcast saying Sashi, Fitzgerald saying Sashi, and CJ Posh saying Sashi.
Saichi.
Seichi?
Saichi.
Say cheese!
Cheese.
Well, everybody in the chat has guessed. Do you believe they are correct? Alpha.
Yeah, they're correct.
He says he totally knows this character.
No, I don't know. I was like, well, is that guy from Getter Robo or Violence Jack?
Outcast
Oh, man, this-
says.
So old though.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know this new stuff.
See, Outcast says, I was watching the live action of this anime. Cool.
Good taste.
So, everybody in the chat, say cheese! Because you're right.
Saichi
So what is this show?
Sugimoto from Golden Kamuy.
Never heard of it.
It's a good war story.
Fitzgerald says, I don't even know that character. Just copied out the cast answer. Well, good for you, Fitzgerald. Good for you.
Totally
Finally.
valid tactic.
Also, it's a new anime you could check out. You might actually like it.
And Posh.
May. I need to use the word may more.
Mayhaps. That's one of my favorite one replies to people is just say mayhaps. You know, you don't have to know the answer. You could just kind of egg them on. You know, let them talk a little bit more.
Fitzgerald says, I probably forgot. Did watch the first 2 episodes a long time ago. Anyways,
Yeah, I mean it was like a decade ago.
we all said cheese. Or no, we didn't all say cheese, but I don't know how to again, I don't know the shows, so I don't know the characters, so it's hard to segue.
The golden responses. Can we come up with the right answer for the next one?
Yeah, we'll have to rely on Metal for the
That's right,
segues.
that pun was just right there in the title.
Okay, I think I may know who this is.
Mayhaps.
Mayhaps.
Fitzgerald said, I didn't like the golden kumu. Kamai? However you pronounce it.
Kamui.
Okay. Wait, no, it's not. No, that's
I'm not shocked.
And we have a guest by Outcast saying Zenchu, CJ Pa saying Zenchu as well. And I'm
Zenitsu.
Zenitsu.
Okay, I did not get that one.
And we have Fitzgerald saying Melodosos.
Meliodas.
I will butcher all these names for you. You just need to
But
come.
that's why I'm here.
You need to come just to hear me butcher these names. So Outcast, you said you think you know who this is. Do you believe Outcast and CJ Posh are correct? Do you believe Fitzgerald is correct, or do you think they're all wrong and you have the right answer?
I don't have the answer. Let me see. Okay.
Living life.
What about Zenit Agatsuma? Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, I think that's the exact same guess that Outcast and Posh have.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it's that person.
That sounds like me. Well, Metal, let them know whether they are right or not.
They are. It is Zenitsu Agatsuma from Demon Slayer. He's actually one of the main characters of the series, but he's also the one like everyone forgets about, even though he's on screen all the time.
He seems more like a number 5 character to be on here since
Yeah,
that's
he's
such
about-
a popular show.
You know, like he's a. He should be, but also Rick wasn't willing to put anybody earlier on the list after we came this late too. So I probably would have put him closer to like maybe 6 or 7 because he's the one everyone forgets about. But we are where we are.
Well, I've never watched Demon Slayer, but I recognized I could tell from the silhouette he was wearing like a kimono, and everyone in that show wears those. For a second, I thought it was the main character. Actually, I thought it was the fire character. And then I looked, he had long hair, so I was like, no, it's not him. Then I looked up the main character, and I was like, well, that hair's a little off too. And I was like, oh, there's a character with yellow hair. Who's that? And it turned out to be him. That's a him, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fitzgerald says, I forgot most of the characters in Demon Slayer's names already.
I just know that Prime Minister liked this show or something in Japan.
Yeah, I mean it's probably grossing wise the most popular thing from that decade, right? Like at one point, the Demon Slayer manga was outselling like the entirety of the like big 5 comic industry over here.
Wow. How do you tap into something popular like that?
Well, it helps to make something that doesn't suck, which apparently
Right.
DC, Marvel, and all the others were having trouble with.
Mhm.
Yeah, they had to slay their demons and they didn't.
But it's interesting that, you know, this doesn't seem like any of the top 5 as far as subject matter and stuff. So it's interesting that this would take off.
Hey, it's
I
got
think it's because
swords.
Yeah, it does have swords.
Yeah.
I think one of the big things that resonates with a lot of people, if it resonates with you, is probably the protective sibling relationship in it is like one of the big driving factors of the plot. You know, like it's kind of mostly a story about a brother taking care of his sister at its core. Though they do kind of sidetrack from that a lot. Like, you have to wait a long time for it to circle back around to that. As Fizz brings up, there is a lot of pretty fight scenes in it. It's a really good young boys story.
Interesting. But yeah, it's like they all have fight scenes because they're shonen, you know. So
Yeah, they're battle shonen, and it's
right.
I wasn't really into it, but also I was maybe if I was younger, right? But like I was already a little too old, so like a shonen's gonna have to have something extra to resonate with somebody at that age, right?
It seems like seems like it would be kind of a mature subject matter having demons and darkness and occulty
Yeah.
stuff in it, you know.
It's very dark fantasy.
So that'd be a higher
Yeah.
age range, you know.
Well, the also question is, with you saying, would it be considered occult over in Japan, the demons and all that?
Somewhat. Not quite to the same level it is here, especially the way they're handling it in the story. It's kind of like to some degree on the same level as like Inuyasha.
Oh, that's more of a fairy tale.
Inuyasha is a dark fantasy.
Well,
Actually,
anyway,
in Inuyasha, they say demons a lot, but were they talking about?
Well, that's
Dang, what's-
localization. They were yokai.
Okai-
In Japanese,
yokai?
they're literally called yokai. Yeah.
Yeah, because those are more like what's that? Not Spirited Away. The
uh,
where it's like they
Fitz-
keep calling stuff gods or something, but they're not really.
Well, no, that's
they're like
kami.
Kami.
Which kami literally means like nature spirit. Which God, the things they saw as gods were kami. They were a whole level. Like Amaterasu is the Okami, right? Like the highest of all of them. But they were yokai. Yokai kind of means more like monster, or if you want to say fairy tales, they're kind of like the same way that the Celtic people saw fairies, right? Some of them
Yeah.
could be harmless, but you can never be safe with a yokai, and so on and so forth.
Yeah. Then Nintendo make Yokai Watch, you know.
Yeah.
yeah,
So yeah,
Inuyasha's
calling them
father's a
demons really
yokai.
does kind of pushes it kind of pushed me away as a Christian, but my ideals of what a demon is versus the Japanese idea of what a yokai or a demon is are totally different, you know?
Yeah, you'd be more translation for something that should be a demon is like a akuma, which is like a bad spirit, right?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, when you hear about a show, it's all about demons and stuff. You're like, whoa, I'm not watching that. But then it's like,
Or an
oh, they're
orochi.
yokai.
I think a orochi would also be pretty close to the concept of a demon.
Orochimaru.
Fitz Joseph says the demons in the show are literally vampires.
Yeah,
Correct?
more or less.
Yeah. But anyways, we've really slayed round 9. Time to see whether we can slay round 10.
Yeah, I think the big thing too, when it talk about like it needs to have like a hook when you're a little bit older, I was already kind of just liking Black Clover more, and they were running at the same time.
Oh.
I thought Black
But-
Clover just had better writing.
Yeah. But I'm always fascinated by what captures people's interest, like,
Yeah.
and turns it to a hit. Even if it's just a thing that goes for like 2 or 3 years and goes away.
Yeah. Well, I mean, reading it, I could see why Demon Slayer was popular, even if it wasn't appealing to me directly. Like I could visualize it immediately why like kids were hooked on it.
I don't know what this is.
Neither does Fitzgerald. He says, don't know who this is.
It's an interesting silhouette, though. Kind of like a bell.
Oh yeah, and he actually picked the more confusing like version of the character that he could.
Ooh. Let me look this up. Let me see if I got this right.
Okay, I'm gonna go wander off to use the facilities while they guess.
Okay.
All right.
We'll wait till everybody has till Metal gets back. Put in your guess. Once he gets back, that's it.
Mm, no, it can't be that. That's a cool silhouette. I should probably steal that design. Hmm.
Well, Posh is going to be happy. He's got his 3 points to get on the lead. Well, on the top 5 of the leaderboard.
I hath returned.
Okay,
All
people,
right.
you heard me. I said you had till Metal came back. Metal is back. I guess I'll give about 10 more seconds for any sort of delay. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No more. So, you think you might have an idea who this is, Alpha?
Well, for some reason, I was thinking maybe it's Rent a Girlfriend. Maybe it's a girlfriend from Rent a Girlfriend. Then I looked up the girlfriend from Rent a Girlfriend, and it wasn't. So I don't know.
Okay. CJ Posh did get in a guess and says Sabrina. I think he's talking from Sabrina, the Teenage Witch. I could be wrong, but that doesn't matter. If the name
Ooh,
of
they
this
made an anime of that.
Yeah.
They did not.
Oh man,
It would have been cool though.
Yeah.
Japanese take.
And if like the character's name happened to be Sabrina, it wouldn't have mattered. But in this case, this character's name is not Sabrina. You want to tell
Oh, so that's
everybody?
wrong.
Yes. You want to tell everybody what this character's name is, Metal?
Yes. So this should be for the right part of the list. Mana Ida from Doki Doki Precure, which was localized here in the West as Glitter Force. It was actually one of the few ones that hit here, and it was pretty big on TV at that time.
Interesting name.
Yeah, yeah.
It's marketable sounding. Anybody get it?
No.
Nope. Though I would say at least Posh was in the right direction of picking a magical girl.
Yeah.
Because Precure's a Maha Shoujo.
Well, let's throw up the glitter and get rid of round 10 and see what appears for round 11.
I had to pick that one if we were ever going to have like a Precure in here. Just because it was like one of the few ones that did get localized here. So it's one of the bigger ones that people might have known.
I know in the early 2000s when I was at in voiceover forums auditioning for fan dubs, Pretty Cure showed up a lot.
Oh, super popular.
But I didn't know it was still going on.
It's also great. Like, it's very action packed.
I know the American dub
choreographed.
That was for kids, right?
Yeah,
the early one.
The original Precure has a very iffy dub. It's still
they dubbed One Piece too, so
yeah,
for a while.
But it's one of those ones where like they localize the names almost in like same fashion for Sailor Moon, the decade or so before that. Where it's like I can't remember the other one, but they changed one of their names to Natalie. It's like just gave them like very Anglicanized names.
I like how Digimon did it. They actually introduced them with their Japanese names, then they give them easier names to say in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a very interesting take on it.
From I think the last one, Fitzgerald said they've been stopped exporting Pretty Cure.
Yeah, there hasn't been a localization in quite a while.
And CJ Posh says for this one, Dracula. And then Fitzchoso says the obvious thing. CJ Pasha's answers are all joke answers. Yes, he doesn't know them, so he's putting in joke
Hey.
answers.
At least he's putting in something, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
giving a little
You
bit of
never know.
entertainment. Yeah.
I mean, Dracula's
He-
public domain, so technically, they could use them.
Now he could have waited till maybe Outcast put in something, but we're probably stumping Outcast maybe at this point a little bit. Are we stumping you at this point, Outcast? If you're there, maybe Outcast has left. Who knows?
Possibly.
Yeah, you think he's left, but then he'll drop an answer and be right.
Sure, why not? Alpha did it all the time.
Oh, I was just trying to get the sneak on everybody, just get the
And
jump on
totally
it.
not like sitting there off to the side, using all the time he could to find the character he didn't know the answer to.
Well, it, I didn't want people copying me. If I answer right off the bat, then everyone's going to copy me. But if I wait till the last 10 seconds, they get timed out. They can't
Yeah.
copy me.
The thing is, though, that gambit is you could be possibly sacrificing only getting second place, though.
Mm-hmm.
Or third. Depending on
Yeah,
what
yeah, two of them could roll in at the same time.
It's risky strategy.
And Outcast says he is here.
Or is Yes's answer? Is he guessing the entire band yes? Who, as to my knowledge, have never appeared in a manga or anime, but there's a lot out there, so maybe they have.
And then the question is, did they appear in between 2010 and 2019?
Yeah, because they're pretty old. It'd be kind of. It'd have to be like somebody who grew up with them, who finally got is like, I want to put my favorite band in my manga.
And I've never even heard of them.
Oh, you don't know Yes? Oh man,
No.
they were big.
No, I don't know. Yes.
What year?
They did show up in. Oh, they were 70s. They technically a song of theirs did show up in an anime. I can't say to my knowledge they never showed up, just not as characters. The song "Roundabout" by Yes was the kind of to be continued song for JoJo's Bizarre Adventures.
Oh, okay.
The
I remember that.
Yeah, that's Yes, that's the band.
Except for memes.
Yeah. I think that song came out in 71. I was raised on this music because my dad was an old rocker.
So as you can see, we've put up the counter.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, the dreaded counter. When it reaches 0, everyone in the chat dies.
I hope not.
For a
The show
round.
be over.
They die for this round and resurrected for the next.
You know what? That's a
And-
better respawn time than Jesus Christ, so.
Yeah, but he planned his that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Honestly, with everything he went through, a lot of people, they like to say that he went like down to hell and all this stuff. I think he just needed a good like couple day vacation before coming back. Like, listen, man, it's been a very stressful weekend.
Let's see. Outcast says Doctor Strange from when he appeared in an anime manga. Well, that
There
is-
are actually some Marvel anime. There's a couple manga too, but like some anime productions that were done during that time. I don't know if Doctor Strange even appeared in one of them though. Captain
No.
Marvel did, and the Hulk did.
The
Yeah.
Punisher one was pretty cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
I did like the Punisher one.
there was a couple of I'm not sure again, not sure whether it was during that time. There was a couple Marvel animes. I have a Spider-Man and X-Men anime books, comics, or they're claimed to be, anime. They're done in that
Well,
style.
one of the best ones was I
Mhm.
think it was maybe the 80s, but they actually contracted a manga artist in Japan to make a really good Spider-Man run, and that might be the one you're talking about.
Yeah,
But it's like solid, recommended reading.
yeah. But anyways, this is not Doctor Strange. This is Shiro.
Chiroe from Log Horizon.
Oh, I was gonna get that wrong. I was gonna say Shield Hero.
Oh, and I forgot to ask you. Sorry about that.
Oh, it wouldn't have made a difference. I would have got it wrong.
He appeared on Marvel Disc Wars.
Oh, I'm assuming Marvel Disc Wars. I don't know, but I'm learning something new. But yeah, Log Horizon, really good fantasy. Really popular in Japan. I think the localization was kind of sort of popular here. I wouldn't say it was huge or anything. You probably only saw it if you're just really into fantasy stuff. Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, I
Outcast.
haven't.
Outcast corrects YouTube. We're messing his thing up. It says he appeared on Marvel Disc Wars, and then Fitzjoseph says, "No wonder I can get it. It's from an isekai."
Yeah, but it's one of the better ones.
Well, let's go from this reality to the reality of round 12. And here's the one I picked.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, like the basic premise, because Shiro is the main character. It is an isekai, but it's not like one of those traditional, or I'd say traditional. This is closer to being traditional than the trend that we're used to, which is like the reincarnated into another world. It was about like a group of kids that were longtime MMO players, and then through a series of events, they end up getting like whisked away to the game world that they had been playing for years, and now they have to like go through life and survive in the MMO that they were used to. I think it's probably one of the only ones that did the whole video game thing themed probably well
Hmm.
since maybe Dot Hack, which Dot Hack's not even really an isekai, it's literally them playing an MMO.
Well,
Well,
isn't that what online Sword Art Online did?
Yeah, but Sword Art Online was trash.
Ooh, I only watched 2 episodes. Well, 3 episodes. I said I'd get back to it later, but then people started spoiling stuff, and I couldn't go back.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna call it trash. I don't like it though. I thought the entire at least first series was boring. And it just like failed most of the tropes that it brought in to either do or subvert. Like it didn't do either of them well. The follow up series was a little better, like in writing quality. I don't know, maybe if it just the mangaka needed more experience, it could have totally been the thing.
Hmm.
But I was constantly bored watching Sword Art
Well,
Online. I like the general premise of the game itself. Not I
yeah.
guess the whole everybody could die thing, but like I'm a sucker for good tower climb, and it just wasn't really doing anything for me.
yeah.
The thing that
So,
got me was the fact that it had like gamer lingo, like beta
Yeah.
testers. And it's like, oh, the beta testers were here and they have an advantage over everyone, and experience points.
anyways,
I like that.
Outcast says set Suna, and Fitzchozo says so. Overlord. He might have been referring to your thing about The isekai from the last one. So
Well,
something
there's a
like
couple of similarities though, but it doesn't play out like Overlord at all. It plays out more like a traditional fantasy adventure, right? I would say that Log Horizon, even though it is an isekai, probably has more in common with something like Record of Lotus War, where it's kind of like a group of friends playing out an adventure.
Oh wait, you mean it's not a fantasy world?
I mean, it is fantasy.
Well, from what I've seen, I thought it was just. I didn't know it was people playing out. I thought it was just a story about a fantasy world.
Well, what?
uh,
Which
Lotus
one are you
Wars, I
talking
mean.
about? Oh no, Lotus War is a campaign. It's an RPG campaign, but the thing is done as if it's the actual world and not players playing it out. That's why I
Oh,
said
okay.
it's kind of closer, but it's not the same. Lotus War was a tabletop campaign that they did, and then they turned it into a story.
Wow. I've never watched it. I
It
just
takes
know that I
place
love the art.
in
It looks
takes
amazing
place
the way
in
they
Sword
drew.
World, which is a popular tabletop setting in Japan.
Wow. No wonder they.
okay, so CJ Posh says Setsuna as well. And then Outcast says My Hero Academia. I think he was thinking that Fitzchozo was thinking the Setsuna was from Overlord, but no. And then Fitzchozo goes on to say, I think this is the plant girl from My Hero Academia. And then he says, keep in mind the characters from My Hero Academia are so forgettable that there's no way I could remember their names. I would disagree, although I don't remember all their names. I find it more hard just because there's a lot of characters, and yeah, I think it's because there's a lot of characters to remember, in my opinion. Because I think they're all fairly unique, the characters, and then it's a different language too, so it's harder to remember too. I think that's the other thing for me. And then he says the record of Lotus War is the same as Vox Machina.
Machina, yeah, because Vox Machina, though that one set, I believe in D&D, is just a story that was a campaign, right? Like they basically just took the campaign and they turned it into a story.
Yeah. Fitzchozo, this is not the plant girl, but this character is from My Hero Academia. That was me saying that I picked this was probably a big clue to everybody. I don't know too many animes.
But everybody knows he likes My Hero.
Yeah. This
I've got to read that.
this is a character from Class 1B that the plant girl is from. This is Setsuma. She can disassemble herself and put pieces of herself all over the place and reassemble herself. So she's sort of like
Ooh.
one arm boy or whatever, or from
Oh, the guy who deattaches his arms.
yeah, from the Legion of Superheroes. Except I think maybe slightly better than him.
Oh, he can only detach his arm?
Yeah, well, her power technically, even though it's basically the same power in a way, is based off of the fact that like lizards can detach their tails and grow new ones. Except it was just taken to this extreme that she can detach literally every single aspect of her body, control it, and then come back together afterwards.
Cool.
Fitzchozo says arm fall off boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I thought it was for a second, I thought the silhouette was Fujiko Mine from Lupin the Third because of the hair.
Uh,
And I was
can see
thinking
that,
maybe
yeah.
they had an anime recently because they're always
Yeah,
doing
but she would have been
movies.
introduced so long ago.
Well, I mean, maybe the movies would count as new stuff because they're always
I don't know,
making
maybe.
them.
Yeah, and I think I should have asked you, but again, sorry. And I think Fitzjoso thought again because of the hair for the plant girl, and I could see it a little, but I don't. I would say it's not long enough for the plant girl for her hair.
No, if anything, her hair's more similar to the frog girl's hair. It's still slightly
Yeah,
different, but he does have styles that he does frequently between characters that are basically the same.
yeah.
Mhm.
So round 12 has been set. Let's see what's set for round 13.
Hmm. Well. Round 13, everyone. Very unassuming silhouette.
Frog girl is Susie. Say Sue, whatever.
Sue?
Sue, yeah. Says Fitzjoso.
Yeah, I can't remember most of their names, but I also barely engage with it.
Yeah. I've been I have. It's been a week, over a week since I watched it. I'm going through round 5 or 6 at the moment, or not round season.
Season 5? Oh, wow,
Season
you're
5.
really in there.
Yeah, I got to it before, and season 5 or 6 is where I dropped off. So I started rewatching it in season 4, and I realized I saw it all. But oh well.
Yeah, it was kind of like what halfway through I remembered that my hero was one from that time, so I'm like, Rick, you get to pick one. Because if I was going to pick a character from it, it's just going to be Endeavor, so go ahead.
Yeah, and my first instinct, is, especially so high up, I'm like, okay, I can't do one of the main class, and everybody would know it very easily. So I went and chose class 1B. I figured it'd be a little harder, but saying that I picked the character, I think that helped people. And Outcast, let me know. Did that help you? Me saying I picked that character?
I know, baby just recognized it right away. Like, sorry, I know. Didn't have to say anything.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people complain with that series and also like Naruto about how they introduce so many characters and then they never do anything with them. And like I kind of get that because more so the longing of they'll introduce a character that you like, the premise or the design or something of, and then never do anything. But my pushback on something like that is that the nature of the setting requires you to like actually construct a lot of background characters that you couldn't possibly ever do anything with, right?
Yeah.
And the setting would be boring if you didn't design them to that degree.
Yeah, I think so. Although I know it's a little bit different, like, and they didn't do as many characters with this, and this one that I'm going to mention is live action. But you compare,
Sky High.
Well, I wasn't going to say Sky High, but I was just
okay.
going to say, what, it was a 90s kid sitcom, Zach Morris, Saved by the
Saved by the
Bell.
Bell?
Yeah, that was in a high school, right? So, but they only had 4 or 5 characters they focused on. They didn't focus on the whole class, but they focused on enough. But this is sort of different. It's superheroes interacting, right? So
Yeah.
there are
Like,
people
I
training
think
to
a
be.
better comparison is there was a show on Nick that was live action in high school that was kind of a spiritual and even temporal successor to Clarissa Explains It All. Called what was it, Nick? I might be mistaking the channel, but Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide,
Hmm.
right?
Okay.
In fact, actually, there's some clues that Ned might be Clarissa's son. But the way that the show is set up is that there's like the main group of characters, but then there's all these different people in the high school that they interact with at different points in time, and they'll like circle back around, and maybe you won't have seen a character for 5 or 6 episodes, but then this episode will involve them.
There reminds me of Boy Meets World, how they had a character named Minkus,
I love
and then he was gone until the last season.
He was gone? No, not until the last season.
Last
He was gone
high school
until high
episode.
school graduation because
they're
he
like, "Where
was
were you?"
the what's it called? Not the valedictorian because what's her face? Topanga got that. The salutatorium or whatever the second place is, and he was up on stage next to her.
Yeah, and they were like, "Where were you?" And he was like, "Oh, I was over there." They're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay."
But
Basically,
it was
the
all
fourth
like
wall.
a long-term bit because at the end of one episode earlier on, they like willed him away, right? Like Corey and Sean were like thinking really, really hard, and then he just poofs. Like they just willed him out of existence. But and then it just turns out that he was off in another class doing things. It's like you guys didn't expect us to always be in the same class forever.
Yeah, that's actually how high school is. Like, I grew up with kids, and we went to like junior high and everything, and then like once we got to high school, I never saw them because they were on the other side of the school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've probably seen all 10 seasons of that show like 5 times.
Yeah.
But yeah, that goes to show that you can introduce characters, but you know, if you don't have any plans for them, you know, you just don't use them.
CJ Posh says Samus. Outcast says no, it was recognizable. So I didn't pick one that was I won't say obscure as I thought, but as plain as I thought. Then Fitzgerald says that was my main complaint. He's talking about the number of, kids from like My Hero Academia, and he says the problem with the problem is the other kids who don't matter eat up tons of screen time. Well, they matter in a different way because it shows, say, Deku, the main characters, interacting with them, and you need to know what those characters are like to see how Deku would interact, and Deku's just his view on life, how it's affecting other people because it affects the rest of the class.
Yeah, well, see, that's my main complaint is that Deku is a pretty bad protagonist. I just could not follow him at all.
Yeah.
I would have preferred like Mirio. If Mirio was the main character, I probably would have liked the series a lot more. Even when he
Zamillion, you
finally
mean?
loses powers, he goes down like a champ when he finally loses his ability to actually be a hero. Like he makes the sacrifice. I'll lose my powers to save the guy.
Yeah, the girl.
That reminds me of Naruto though, because I didn't like Naruto until Naruto Shippuden. I was like, oh, this character's
I mostly
annoying.
blame the adaptation for that though, because I hated the show before Shippuden, and then I went back and read the manga. I'm like, the manga was good the whole time. Studio Pierrot, what were you doing?
Yeah. Anyways,
I like the action.
Outcast says he has no clue and he gives up. So,
Oh man.
well, this round was just low key. This is
I
low
don't get
key. The character's
Yeah,
name is Loki.
Yeah, from the series, is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? It's literally the god Loki.
Oh, I mean,
Though she's a girl in this, so
well, that happens to Loki sometimes.
it does actually.
Like giving birth to a 8-legged horse or something, you know.
Yeah. Technically, Loki
just
was
a
a
weekend.
mare at the time, chased away by a super horse. Those
Well,
myths are so fun.
It's awkward.
So apparently, round 13 was just a little too low key for people.
Yeah, I wanted to put a Don Machi character in here. I'm like, what is the one that if somebody didn't watch the series, just absolutely would not even guess? And like, oh, Loki's flat as a board. Let's put Loki in here.
Yeah, there was hardly any definition on that character. I was like, what is this thing?
So let's
Nothing came to
see.
mind.
Let's see if round 14 is as low key for people. And I kind of remember to ask you, Alpha, about.
Uh, it,
Right, he
I
wasn't
had no
gonna get it
clue.
anyway.
Something, something was coming to mind, but it wasn't that. It wasn't that. It was another character with a really simple design.
Okay, any
I
clue
can't even
for
remember
this?
what it was.
Any
It
clue
was on
for
Adult
this?
Swim for a while.
Ah,
Oh, that? I don't know. It's kind of curvy. But nothing rings a bell.
Yeah, like your first instinct is like, well, I definitely think it's a woman.
Mhm.
But then again, this is like manga and anime we're talking about, so
Oh yeah,
that's
there's
not always a
traps.
given.
Yep. Cross could be laying traps for us, literally.
Well, if anything, I'd be the one laying the traps.
Ah ha ha. See what you did there.
CJ Posh says Sailor Moon.
Wrong decade.
Yeah. Well, they did have a reboot, didn't they?
Yeah. When did I think Sailor Moon Crystal started 2018, so that actually would have been fine. I think.
Mhm.
I think we would have accepted that. Yeah.
Fitzgerald says I don't tend to remember characters meant to be waifus, so I give up.
Would I consider this character meant to be a waifu?
And then he says a 90s character.
I don't think so. Like, this is one of the series where, similar to My Little Pony, it kind of missed the target demographic. I don't think this character's meant to be a waifu because it was written for girls. It just ended up becoming more popular with guys.
Maybe I should go back to one of my old answers then.
Yeah, all these hints that Metal gives when talking.
That's okay. Most of my hints are not useful to most of the people in chat. Do you know how many series that could apply to?
Oh yeah, I'm sure lots. I do those big ones too. So, so we're just seeing whether Outcast gives up, or whether he's got an idea. Although CG Posh did put in a pretty good answer, I'd say. Sailor Moon.
I think it was like the first thing you thought of too, when you saw the character.
I
Well,
would think Jupiter, if anything.
well, I thought of a Sailor Scout when I saw this uniform, but also from afar too. You know, it was a lot smaller.
Yeah.
And almost, I'm sorry, CJ Posh, that it's almost telling you already that you got the wrong answer.
But it was probably one of his better guesses today.
That he came up with.
Yeah, that didn't just copy somebody else's.
All right, how many guesses are there so far in chat?
Well, Outcast just did his guess and said Chica.
Any more?
Well, we had Sailor Moon from CJ Posh, and
What about Fizz?
Fizz is not giving up. Is giving up, whatever.
Oh.
So, any
So that's
idea on
over.
any idea on your end, Alpha?
I'll just say Chizuru Mizuhara.
Misa no understand what you say.
Chizuru Mizuhara.
Still don't understand what you say.
Okay, I guess I'm just wrong then.
I know the character you're thinking of, but
Mhm.
So who is this Metal?
so Outcast was so close. If the Chica he's talking about is Chica Takami from Love Live, but he missed by just a little margin. The character is Ailey Ayase from Love Live, who because they're like a musical group, idol group and stuff. They are also often wearing the exact same outfits as each other.
Oh wow, that's tricky.
The giveaway is that she's often the only person that ever ties her hair up as a ponytail. Chica's hair's a lot shorter too. But Chica's the main character. So like if you're going to go for Love Live, that is the one that you would pick.
Unless you're doing the later rounds, where you want to stump
Yeah.
people.
Hmm.
But he was so close.
So close.
At
That's
least
so
he was in the
far.
right show or series, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just so used to superheroes and superheroines. Those arms are so small.
Yeah, you know, like a woman's.
Well, I mean, like superheroes have to be pretty big, you know, like Wonder Woman and Rogue and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Tiny hands too.
Well,
You can't punch anyone with those.
well, I don't think she's meant to punch anybody.
No, she's supposed to perform on stage. That's her entire thing.
Oh,
Okay. So let's we've loved the live round 14. Will we love the live round 15? Oh, and the one character I forgot to put the name on.
That's okay, I've got
Oh.
it.
well, I'm sure if I ever saw this character, I would know this silhouette for sure, though.
It's very distinct, but I guarantee you, nobody's seen this character. Good sales, good
Mhm.
sales, but I've actually even seen this book in person, like in a store.
Oh, do people cosplay this character?
No,
I'm gonna say Robin Hood.
Ooh, good one.
yeah,
Ivanhoe.
Either that or a DC manga version of Green Arrow.
as the person who put the silhouette here, but because he didn't put the name down, does not remember the character I gave him, so he's guessing himself.
Hmm.
Well, I'm not guessing at all. I know I'm completely wrong. Because I
Yeah.
know it's not either of those characters.
CJ Posh puts in Zelda again.
Oh boy. Well, she does use an arrow. I mean, bow and arrow. You know.
Yeah, I mean, there's a better guess for that than the last time he put Zelda.
She's usually in a dress.
And
She has been in
I
a
don't think,
pantsuit
I don't think
before.
this hint. She has. Yeah, actually, in Breath of the Wild, she wears pants. I don't think this guess would give it away, or this hint, but I do believe the person who drew the manga has drawn Zelda art before.
Mm, mm,
Yeah, you
That
do
really
believe.
doesn't help, though.
Yeah, well, you do believe you're not
Yeah.
100% sure, right? You could be
It's
wrong.
been a while since I looked into it, but I believe that is in his resume, in his portfolio.
so it's a manga drawn by a man.
Well, that doesn't narrow it down much.
Well, about 50%, right?
No. Narrows it down.
10%?
You got rid of maybe somewhere between 25 to 30%. It is a predominantly male-dominated industry.
Mm.
Oh, it's more than what I thought, though. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, percent, like you said, 30 or 20 to 30?
Yeah, I
so-
would say it's like somewhere between say like 70 to 75% male creators.
Wow.
Now, with how big the industry is, that still means there's tons of female creators.
Yeah.
And on both sides, they're not restricted to like the genres you think, right? Like there's plenty of like famous female creators that make shonen. There's plenty of famous male creators that make shoujo.
Oh, honestly, I've never heard of a male creator who made shoujo. None come
There's
to
a
mind.
lot.
But I know that what's it called? Full Metal Alchemist was from a woman,
Yeah, Arakawa.
and all of Rumiko's stuff. That's
Yeah.
for boys. But those are only two that come to mind. Yeah, I have no clue.
In fact,
I
actually, I
give up.
think historically, even all of the founders of the shoujo demographic were male creators until they were able to start like shadowing women because they were just the people in the industry at the time.
That reminds me of how Stan Lee used to write romance comics.
Yeah, it's just whoever's available.
Actually, you know what? Stan Lee's writing really did lend itself to romance, though, because he would always do some narrator stuff, to tell how people were feeling and fill in all the gaps. He was
Yeah.
really wordy with his books.
Okay, so we're
Because comics are, visual media, but man, he wanted to write so much, that
Well,
he would just throw words all over the page.
comics are show and tell, right? It is the integration between the visual and the written.
But his books were kind of narrated, though,
Yeah.
I could get like first person narration or something from the main character, like Spider-Man or Wolverine, but his books would always be some third person.
I kind of like
Usually.
omniscient third-person narration a lot, though. Especially for certain genres. Like if you're doing detective noir, you kind of want first-person narration of like the main character, or any crime noir. But if you're doing like maybe an adventure or it's sometimes romance because you want to like see both sides of what's going on in the relationship, or there's several genres where having like this third party that is telling you what's going on really lends a hand to the storytelling.
All
well.
right, who is this?
We did the counter. Nobody's put anything in except for CJ Posh. Outcast just got something in under the wire. Tigra Vumadvan. I'm not sure.
No.
Oh man.
But did I
Do you
say
want
that
the
right?
reveal?
And did I say that right
don't
or
know.
wrong? Okay. So who is this? Anything to say beforehand?
This is Shogo Sasaki from Final Fantasy Lost Stranger, which is an isekai manga from like 2018, 17 or 18, that followed a person who got sucked into a Final Fantasy world.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it ran for several volumes. It was actually sold really well because of the Final Fantasy title, and a lot of people are just familiar with Final Fantasy settings, so it's one that's easy to just jump into with the character, and this was the main character. Like I said, I've seen this literally in American stores, but it's one that like nobody knows anything about, despite how well it sold.
Actually, that
I thought
silhouette
like perfect
threw me
15.
off. I would have never imagined this character looking like this from the silhouette.
Yeah, I think some of the covers and stuff were done, which I think this image is from one of the covers, were done from the guy who was doing the character art for the Final Fantasy Brave Exvius series.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks almost exactly like the way the characters are drawn in Brave Exvius.
Well, I hope everybody enjoyed tonight's show. It was definitely a lot longer than most, but I think I know I had fun a little bit here. Did you guys have fun?
Yeah, I went on some tangents, but it was all on subject. So
And most of the time, it was while we were trying to, give people time to guess anyway.
Yeah,
yeah,
which is good. So next week will be I'm gonna go cartoon vehicles. So any
hmm.
vehicles that have appeared in comics or cartoons.
Have we did
Okay.
that before?
I was thinking we've done live action cars, and I was looking. So this could be a part two, but I can't see. Like video game season one and video games, sci-fi, babies, teams, ducks, mechs, horror. I'm not sure what 11 was. 70s cartoons, live action cars, TVs with shows with Thanksgiving episodes, animated Christmas specials, live Christmas specials, TV shows with Christmas episodes, 60s cartoons, 80s, 1980 character debate, 80s cartoons, famous dogs, 1993 for character coming out, 23, I'm not sure. 24 was 90s cartoons, or 25. I've got it labeled both 24 and 25 90s cartoons, so I mislabeled that. 26 was cross comics characters. But needless to say, I looked down this list and I do not see cartoon cars, comic book cars.
Here's another couple ones that you could probably do. The one of they might have some overlap. Have you done silhouettes of fictional headquarters, like ones that like you would recognize, or of famous castles from fiction? Because a lot
Well,
of these have very distinct designs that would be very easy to recognize, at least some of the early ones, but then some of like the less distinct ones would get harder to guess as you go on.
no, I definitely haven't done that. So comic
Mm,
built comics slash cartoon buildings.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess you could do
But
it.
like, very easy one is like you could always just like
The Hall
Titan's
of
Tower #1 type thing. Like, obviously you wouldn't do this because I'm saying it, but like there's stuff like that.
Yeah, well, yeah, like Legion of Doom headquarters. There's Hall of Justice, Thundercats
Yeah,
thing.
there's tons that you could
Gray
use.
Gray Skull, Snake Mountain. Yeah, maybe we'll do that in 2 weeks. I'm gonna do the fictional cars, or the cartoon cars slash thing. Oh, I did episode 3. I did vehicles of this season, so that was probably it. You know what? We will do headquarters, or what would you call that?
No, I was going with like headquarters, bases, whatever you want. Like, um,
Yeah, comic book, cartoon, bases, headquarters.
comic HQs.
Yeah, for good guys or bad guys.
Yeah, it could be the secret base. It could be the secret lair. It's just got to be distinctively identifiable from the outside.
Yeah. Or from a snapshot inside. But I'm just not sure how you do that.
I don't know how you
How
get
can
a
you silhouette
silhouette
that?
of the inside. Isn't it just like a black screen?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but. Oh.
I think it's got to be the outside structure,
mhm.
Unless, like, what? You could try deleting the walls specifically and try to guess it directly from all the stuff inside, but depending on how messy the inside, you might still end up with just a black screen.
Yeah, I guess the main one that I was thinking of course, is the Bat Cave.
but that would just
then
be the
you also
stuff
have
in it.
Wayne Manor.
Pardon it? I heard
Well, I mean,
that.
maybe from the stuff inside the Batcave, you could probably tell, you know?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I was meaning inside, thinking about inside.
Yeah, but then you'd have to like go and manually erase all the cave structure. Like Wayne Manor would be his headquarters
Yeah,
Mhm.
from the outside, you know.
yeah. Outcast says famous comic book structures. Well, I'll just to appease something Dillard said because something I'm not saying famous, but we'll say comic book cartoon structures. Because the later ones, the more difficult ones, maybe aren't quite as famous. Just, like with the cats or the mice or whatever. So, yeah, next week, comic book structures. Comic book and cartoon structures. So I guess that's it. Anything you would like to promote, Metal?
The only thing I ever promote, let me go grab that link for xdynamuschaos.com. We're going to be doing the character creation demo for Rick over here Saturday evening. I think we're still on for that. So be prepared.
Yeah.
If anybody is curious and they want to familiarize themselves with what is available so far, the actual character creation page is up on the site under the TTRPG section, so you could go read that. But otherwise, it doesn't really matter because some of the stuff we'll be using, I'm not even putting up until after we start the campaign, because I don't want people meta gaming. So some of the stuff I'll just read out to Rick while we're doing it.
Yeah. Uh, Not that I've looked at it in a while, but is there stuff that's not up there for me to look at, or?
Yeah, like I'm not putting specifically the equipment page up until we actually get rolling with the game for anybody, not just
Yeah.
you, but even the other people.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think everything else that you could need, you could read right now, but that one I'm kind of like holding until the actual game starts.
Okay. And Alpha, anything you'd like to promote?
Nothing at the moment. Maybe Bodacious Bikini Babes of Bodacious Bikini Babes of yeah, that
Audacious
book.
Bikini Battle Babes of British Bay.
Yeah, I want to promote that.
Okay.
Which is one of my stories for the audience to know.
Yeah, go read that.
And what I'm going to promote is my site where you can either get my comics, the ones to buy, and then of course on it now is the Snowdrift Ashcan that you can get to read for free, as well as the Canadian Shield Ashcan, which Alpha Proto here worked on, and then as well you can get Canadian Shield #1 digitally. Well, all of those are digital, not physical copies for free to read. So go there, check out Cross Comic Store. So thanks to everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you Saturday morning as well, when we will be hopefully coloring up something or other. So bye for now. God bless. Have a great and wonderful day, night, whatever it is for
Oh,
you.
wait. I have something I want to promote. I forgot.
Okay.
What's that show? Drawn and Quartered Fan Edition, right? Ultimate Fan Edition. It's on right now, and they're doing movies from 1986.
Oh, okay.
So go to Chester Busby's page and tell them that
A
Rick
very full
Piper
year.
sent you.
A lot to choose from.
Yeah. Sounds like they're doing something I do, like comic characters that you made in 1986 or something like that.
There are a lot of
Okay.
movies.
Yeah. Okay. Later,
So-
everybody.
See you
Yeah.
there, everybody.
God bless.